EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From fabled Riviera Country Club just west of Los Angeles, it's live second-round coverage of the Genesis Invitational. Things starting to slowly take shape here on this Friday. For some, it is a race for the top prize. For others, it's a fight to stick around for the weekend as we show you the leaderboard. Our leader on this Friday is our featured golfer. He's on top by 1 entering play. Yeah, that's a beauty there to get this second round underway. Yeah, that's a really good shot. It's going to hold up just short of the road up there. Well placed here at the first. That is so well done. On into on this opening hole, Frank, at a good chance here for, at a minimum, a birdie to start the round.
Not often you start on a par 5, and not often you reach the green in 2 or have an eagle putt.
Close. Couldn't ask for much more on that putt. Okay, a well-played hole there. It is birdie to kick off the round. And he'll move into red figures for the round at 1 under and 11 under for the tournament. Next up, the number 1 handicap hole at Riviera, the 471-yard par 4 second, playing into the prevailing ocean breeze, making it play that much longer. Par is a very good score here. Well, look out. That is way right. And that's going to miss the fairway. So after the birdie at 1, he'll need to play his second at 2 from the rough.
It shouldn't be too bad where he is. He should have a decent look at the green.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Good putt there. It's in for par here at the second. And he's going to stay 2 clear of the field. Moving now to the 434-yard par 4 third at Riviera. Best way to attack here is to carry that fairway bunker on the left to set up a good angle on your approach. Oh, and it's a narrow fairway here at 3, but that'll be a great spot. A reminder, coming up next week, we start the Florida swing with a stop at the Wetlands for the Florida Classic. Then it is on to Bay Hill for the Arnold Palmer Invitational, leading up to that unofficial 5th major, the Players at TPC Sawgrass.
And a welcome back to Bermuda grass, Rich. It's a totally different animal. It's a solid shot and a green in regulation, but a little away from the band.
Nota Begay down on 3 green to look at this putt for birdie.
Ball coming downhill from the top side of the hole, but shouldn't be that much breaking it.
Nah, the pace absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. And he moves to 2 under for his round, 12 under all told. Well, this is just a great par 3, 236 yards, the 4th hole. And as they like to say on tour, you can't fake this one. This will take your best shot, and you'd be happy with a 3 here. that will miss off to the left and wind up in the short grass. And that will be quite a challenge from there to get away with his par.
If he can make this, I'd just take it and run to the next hole.
Now the putter bails him out there. That's in for a par. He's going to hold on to that 3-shot lead. Up next, Riviera's 434-yard par 4 fifth. A lot to worry about here. Canyon wall and OB on the right, trees down the left, and of course, the iconic grass mound, which cuts into the fairway short of the green. Oh, and that gets a friendly kick there off the hill right of this fairway and back into the short grass.
Second shot, good look at the green. That's a good shot, and more importantly too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
Sizable putt from 16 feet. Boy, that's a good stroke. Just a fraction off target, but you can't get the speed any better than that. That one finished off. It is a par here at 5. And this will remain a 3-shot lead. Now to the 6th, affectionately known in some circles as the donut hole. And it's easy to see why. One hot bunker dead in the center of the green. And that's the genius of the hole, as it takes away the safe spot and forces you to play target golf. Sigh of relief there. This tee shot avoids the bunker in the middle of the green, and it leaves a direct look here at birdie. Okay, nicely played. That's in for birdie here at 6. And he'll move to 13 under par for the tournament. Moving on to the 7th, 408-yard par 4 with a massive bunker running down the left side and a barranca down the right. Fairway narrows considerably at the 270-yard mark, so accuracy off the tee critical. This starting up the right side. Be a little disappointed with that because it lands in the rough and it appears to be fairly thick over there. So from the rough, down the Noda.
He's got exactly 100 yards to the front. 106 gets to the hole. Pinned just on the front edge. Sand wedge in the air, coming in just left of the hole, but should end up very nice.
Frank, it's obvious he caught a flyer right there. Explain what that means.
Well, you have loft, right? The ball's going to take off on the loft. They put grooves on the golf club so you can have nice contact. If those grooves fill up with a little bit of grass, then you have no grooves, then you have nothing really to put the extra spin on the golf ball. So that is a flyer.
Oh, is that any good? Perfect.
That was tracking pretty well, too. That could have gone in for the same price.
That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And he'll maintain that 4-shot lead. Well, great design. And Riviera, everyone agrees, is one of the best designs in the world. Great design makes you think. It gives you options. So What do you do here at this 433-yard par 4 eighth? You gonna go left side or right side? Take your pick. That's up the left side. It all looks so simple when you're going good, doesn't it? And that is yet another solid drive. From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
From the left side fairway, the hole really opens up. Great angle to access. Holes cut along the right side of this green, but beware, don't go long and right because the ball will run toward the ravine.
Yeah, playing for this right side fairway, and that is right where you want to be.
Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well. Good shot.
Okay, good roll there. It is a par here at the 8th, and he'll remain 4 clear of the field. We finish up the front side at Riviera with a 458-yard par 4 ninth, one of the finest par 4s in the game. A long, straight drive. If he can manage it, we'll take the 2 fairway bunkers out of play. No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. From the fairway, we check in with Noda.
Beautiful look at the 9th with the clubhouse in the background, but players beware, severely uphill. Whatever club you select, add 1 more.
Good chance at 1.
Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
10-foot putt left. That's going to slide by to the left. Good work to get into that position, but couldn't finish it off. Okay, that's in first par here at the 9th. And that is going to finish off a 3-under front side as they go out in 32. Up next, the 315-yard par 4 10th. This may be the most beloved hole at Riviera, short par 4 that offers so many options. Certainly drivable, but only a perfect drive will hold this green. And a miss right will usually result in a bogey or worse. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Yes, rolls it right in. A birdie here at 10. And the lead swells to 6 here on this Friday. Arriving now at the second par 5 on the course, the 583-yard 11th. Eucalyptus trees lining both sides of the fairway, and a grass barranca about 200 yards from the green has to be navigated on your second shot. Okay, that's going to be just fine, short of the road. Good tee shot here at 11. Now, from just under 300 yards, a second from the fairway at the par 5. Well, just a good solid shot right there with that 3-wood, Frank.
It's an aggressive layup, really trying to force that 3-wood down and get it as close as possible to the green. That's 2 good shots if you can't reach the par 5. A little too much Mother Earth on that one and a little less ball. Lucky to make the putting surface.
Yeah, easy to come up short on that one, but that's a decent effort. So that brushed in for par here at 11, and he'll remain at 14 under. Up next, a toughie, the 479-yard par 4 12. It is a gentle left to right, so fading the ball is encouraged. Up near the green, beware of that lone sycamore tree known as the Humphrey Bogart tree, so named because he loved watching golf and relaxing under its shade. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Second shot coming up, and we say hello to Iona Stephen.
Yes, there's 135 yards to the flag, pin smack bang in the middle.
I like the looks of this one.
That's a good shot, and more importantly too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
This is an 11-foot putt. That's going to scoot a foot or two by. That one safely in. It's a par here at 12. And that's going to keep this large lead right where it is. Next, it's on to the 13th at 459 yards, where the 12th bent left to right. Number 13 goes the other way, trying to make you utilize all the shots in your arsenal. That's the mark of a really good design. This one again featuring a narrow landing zone leading up to a smallish, heart-shaped green. He just keeps motoring right along. Another good tee shot right there. Front left hole location here as we await his second to the par 4.
It's been a beautiful round of golf today. It's been a clinic with the irons, and well, more evidence there. The swing, the strike, and look how close that is.
Confidently done there. That's in for birdie here at 13. And he continues to just build up a massive lead for the weekend. Ahead now to the 14th, the par 3 at 192 yards. This green's on a slight incline, and given the ocean air, probably plays a little longer than you think. The narrow green is flanked by 2 bunkers left and another to the right. Oh, how about the accuracy there? That is kick-in range, a beautiful tee shot. So this has been an absolute clinic, and that nearly the capper with a hole-in-one, but instead it is just a tap-in birdie. Next up, the par 4 15th at 487 yards. It's another one that favors someone who can move the ball left to right off the tee. If you've got enough to work it over that fairway bunker right, it should leave you with an open look to a fairly accessible green. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here.
And safely on deck. That's the main thing, but from that distance, really don't want to leave yourself like a knee knocker, like a 4 or 5 footer. So this first putt's going to have to be good.
Yeah, tough to get that all the way up the slope, but that's not too bad from there. Okay, a solid par here at the 15th. He's going to maintain that substantial lead. The 16th hole at Riviera, the final par 3 of the round. It's a tough one at 166 yards. Hit it anywhere on the putting surface, you'll likely be just fine. Miss, and you're almost certain to be in one of the 4 bunkers framing the entirety of the green. All right, you don't have to catch it on the middle of the face every time. That's on the middle of the dance floor, and a birdie putt coming up. Now this for another birdie. Ooh, good speed there. That'll leave just a couple of feet. Okay, that'll be a par here at 16, and he'll remain well in control of this tournament. Next up, the longest hole on the course at 590 yards, the par 5 17th. It plays slightly uphill the entire way as it works toward the clubhouse and features bunkers on either side of the fairway. Boy, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot. Be pleased with that one. On and 2, par 5. Didn't fly it there, but didn't have to. Got everything he needed out of that shot. So now this one, got to have enough to get up a fairly steep slope. This for eagle. Oh, another thunderbolt right there. What a putt. He can't seem to do anything wrong in this round. Wow. Here's a tough one to finish out our day at Riviera, the famous 475-yard par 4 18. This one cut right up against the side of the hill on the left. You'll need to keep something in the fairway here to have a good approach into that renowned 18th green. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here.
That's not too bad. Good shot. Inside 20 feet, I would imagine. So a good chance, really outside chance for birdie.
Nope. So a tap in there. That's for par at the last. And that is going to be a superb second round score of 63. Wow. So will this be the week that our featured golfer claims that first ever title? Frank, it's looking promising through 30. EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From one of the all-timers in the world of golf, Riviera Country Club in Southern California, it's third-round coverage of the Genesis Invitational. Rich Lerner here in our tower overlooking the 18th green. Frank Nobilo is by my side. Out on the course, we've got Nota Begay III and Iona Stephen as we check the Saturday leaderboard. Our leader here on Saturday is our featured golfer. He's got a sizable advantage here as he looks to increase it further. So a beautiful Saturday here, Frank, and it is certainly beautiful in the eye of our featured golfer. Everything has come up roses to this point in the tournament. Leading here into the weekend and in search of that first ever PGA Tour victory, one that I think would say to the world, hey, I belong here.
This has been an incredible year for young players coming out, Rich. So I think that this player would add their name to that list. They've got skill, they've certainly got nerve, and all they need is to finish the job. Maybe today's the day.
Frank, you surprised that one came out as well as it did?
Certainly, Rich. This hole at one stage looked very problematic, but now, back in the fairway, you never know. Two good shots on this par 5, leaves that simple little chip, and that was beautifully played.
No problems there. That one in for a birdie. He moves to 19 under for the tournament. So while you're looking to make birdie at number 1, you'd be happy with a par 4 at this second hole. It's 471 yards, but the winds are a factor. It is a strong par 4. That one going to be in great shape. So following the birdie at 1, a solid drive here at the second. So a breeze at his back as he readies his second to the par 4.
I always knew that was going to be a good shot when it left the club face. What's that, 8 or 9 feet? Excellent shot.
Yes, can't ask for a better start to a round than this. It is back-to-back birdies at 1 and 2. He gets it to 20 under par. Not a long hole here, the third at Riviera, just 434 yards. This is about position, and really the best way to get at the whole location is to sail it over that fairway bunker on the left. That'll give you a really good angle. Oh, and it's a narrow fairway here at 3, but that'll be in a great spot. Second shot now from right at 100 yards. Here we go.
Well, Rich, I didn't expect this sort of fireworks here today, but already with some birdies on the card and another one here by the looks of things.
Okay, nicely done. That's in for birdie here at 3. And he moves to 21 under par. Arriving now at the 236-yard par 3 fourth, what Ben Crenshaw once called the greatest par 3 hole in America. High praise from the 19-time PGA Tour winner. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Well, those are the shots that turn what you'd like to be a leisurely stroll out on the golf course into a day of hard work.
Yeah, what could have been a tap-in is now going to be a grind.
That's in. It is a good par here at number 4. And he's going to remain at -21. You can see here at the par 4 fifth, there's a lot going on. It is one of the most interesting holes at Riviera, that canyon wall and out of bounds on the right. Then you have the trees down the left. But what really makes this hole distinctive is that grass mound cutting into the fairway just short of the green. Just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there.
Oh, it's come out of the gates today beautifully, and there is another chance.
Nicely played. It's a birdie at the 5th. That means he'll get it to 22 under par. You don't see this too often, do you? A bunker cut directly into the green. And usually bunkers are front or guarding the right or left side. This one's smack in the center. It is one of the most unusual holes in all of golf. 169 yards, the par 3/6 here at Riviera. Oh yeah, that's how you take that bunker out of play. A super shot into this 6th green. He's been automatic on this front side. This for birdie. Yeah, well done. It's back-to-back birdies here on this front side. And he's going to move to 23 under par. Here's another hole that is distinctly Riviera. 408 yards of par 4, but you have that giant bunker going all the way down the left side and then the barranca on the right. The fairway closes in, pinches at about the 270-yard mark. So with all that's going on and as narrow as it gets, you have to hit it straight off the tee here. Wayward from the tee, and this one is headed for the rough, Frank. Walking the course today, let's bring in Nota Begay the third.
105 yards to the front, 117 to the hole. Would not surprise me a bit if you were to stick this one close.
Well, it just comes up a little shy of the flag, but all in all, a good shot out of that rough.
Okay, that one finished off for a par. And he'll remain at 23 under par. The surprises don't stop here on Riviera's front side as we come to the 433-yard par 4/8. One of course designer George C. Thomas's all-time favorites. A split fairway is the unique feature here. Like many holes, this one forces you to really have a strategy. Gonna work this up that left-hand side. It all looks so simple when you're going good, doesn't it? And that is yet another solid drive.
Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
This one measures out to 15 feet. Yeah, he would have liked that to fall, but he needed to gun it just a little more. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he'll remain right where he is. On to Riviera's 9th now at 458 yards. You get a look at the beautiful clubhouse in the distance, but don't let your mind wander from the task at hand. This is no easy hole. Bunkers line the fairway on both sides, and 3 more greet you up near this elevated green. Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
Beautiful look at the 9th with the clubhouse in the background, but players beware, severely uphill. Whatever club you select, add 1 more.
That's a good shot, and more importantly too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
Chance now for another birdie. Oh, that one led perfectly. It is a birdie here at the 9th. And the scorecard's looking pretty good after 9 holes. That's a 29 6 under par. Well, this hole, the 315-yard par 4 10th, has been talked about so much. If you ask the professionals what's the best short par 4 in the world, most will point to this. It's all about options and that little sliver of a green which causes players headaches. This one is not just about the length, obviously, but it is a really strategic play. And it would appear that that ball is into the bunker. After a big drive, he'll dig in for a second out of the sand. Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie. Okay, well done. A couple of birdies here sandwiched around the turn at 9 and 10, and he's got it to 25 under par now. Again, here's a hole where you know instantly you're at Riviera. 583-yard 11th. It's the second par 5 on the course, but you look at those eucalyptus trees lining both sides of the fairway. That's Riviera. And then the grass barranca, which is a couple of 100 yards from the green. You have to factor that in on your second shot. Terrific hole. I'm not sure he got every bit of that 3-wood trying to get home to this par 5 in 2, but still in the ball game for a birdie.
Two good shots on this par 5, leaves that simple little chip, and that was beautifully played.
Oh, how about the run here? That a 3rd consecutive birdie. And with that, his score moves to 26 under par. The 12th hole at Riviera is a tricky one at 479 yards. It's narrow with OB to the left, and it forces you to carry a ravine on your approach into a green protected by a sycamore tree left and a large bunker right. Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. Now Noda, his second from the fairway.
He's got 154 yards to the hole. Swinging it great today. Would not surprise me if he stuck it close.
Well, that one didn't work out. Didn't look bad in the air. It hit the green, but didn't sit.
Yeah, it was never going to stop.
Boy, all the elements of his game have been in sync today. A terrific shot right there.
It's all about getting it inside that 3-foot circle around the hole. That was a really nice shot.
That one finished off. It's in for par. He's going to stay at 26 under par. Well, here's the genius of the design at Riviera. Number 12 was asking you to hit a little bit of a fade. 13, well, they're telling you to hit a draw. That's a good golf course when you have to work the ball both ways. This is a really tough driving hole. We lost this one to the left.
That hit that tree hard and bounced straight into the rough.
Not in the fairway, but not a real problem here at the 13th, getting set to play his second shot.
Well, this is straight at it.
It's a really good line.
Oh, it's in. That's an eagle, too. I mean, that is just mind-boggling. From that distance, he's thinking, just put it on the green 20 feet. This one, no feet left. That baby's in the dark. It's down the bottom of the barrel.
Onward now to the 14th, a par 3 at 192 yards. Flanked by bunkers, this green is wider than it is deep, making it important to get one up in the air and stop it quickly. That's going to be on the putting surface, and a birdie look straight ahead.
21-foot putt set to go.
Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And he'll get that score to minus 29. The 15th hole here at Riviera at 487 yards, a par 4. It is the number 2 handicap hole, so that can speak to its difficulty. The one well-placed bunker at the elbow of the dogleg must be avoided, and the green is believed by many to be the toughest to read on the course.
It might be in the rough, but that was absolutely crushed.
From the rough, we check in with Noda.
He's got just a hair under 140 yards to the front, 152 to the hole. Would not surprise me a bit if we were to stick this one close.
Rich, is that 8 or 9 feet? I don't know about that, but it is a great approach shot.
Wow, just a hair off target. And those are the ones that'll drive you crazy. Okay, safely in for his par. He'll stay at 29 under. On now to the 16th at 166 yards. It's the smallest green on the course, but the difficulties don't end there. It's also surrounded by 3 deep and large bunkers. Plus, that tree left of the tee box can get you if you're not careful. All straight into the cup. Well done. That's a birdie here at 16. And he's going to move to 30 under par. We make our final turn back up toward the clubhouse as we come to the 590-yard par 5 17th. Getting on here into is no sure thing, especially given all the bunkers that pop up along the way. Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot.
my gosh, it's in. The 3-wood from 200 plus yards rolls onto the green, into the bottom of the barrel, and that is an albatross, the rarest of birds out here, a deuce on a par 5. Amazing. Such a unique closing hole, the 18th here at Riviera at 475 yards. You're asked to hit your tee shot onto a 30-foot rise that features hillside to the left and gully to the right. From there, it is a tough approach into the amphitheater green. This may be a touch right. Well, not this time. That one's in the rough. Might be a tough shot coming up. Second shot now at the home hole. Ball is in the rough, but has a chance to get this within birdie range with a good shot. That's just okay, I'd say, but he's left himself at least a chance at a par, Frank.
Come on, Rich. I mean, you're being too kind there. That's not ideal.
Yeah, that's a good putt. It is in for his par here at 18. And that will mean that this is a round of, get this, 56. So our featured golfer likely going to be doing a little tossing and turning tonight, working with a 54-hole lead and looking for that first PGA Tour win. Frank, dial it back a few years. What's that?
A lot of years.
Yeah, what's that like?
Well, I remember when I was 22, my first professional one was in Australia, and you actually don't know. You ask yourself the question, you look at the leaderboard, all those players in front of you, do I really fit? And then after 18 agonizing holes, you go, I belong.
So that's a wrap for all of us.